in a marriage, anybody can see that, okay, things are breaking down. It looks as if this marriage is going to end, and you've been holding it together, holding it together, holding it together, especially women. What should they do? Should they let it just go, or should they fight?
Gotalkoh TV.
For being with us today, we appreciate it. And I have my question for you today. My question is, in a marriage, anybody can see that, okay, things are breaking down. It looks as if this marriage is going to end, and you've been holding it together, holding it together, holding it together, especially women. What should they do? Should they let it just go, or should they fight to and work to make it work? I mean, understand that it takes two. Should they stay there and fight to make it work, or should they just let it die? That's the question for today.
Thank you, Coach Kemi. Thank you so much, Coach Kemi. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night for those who want to go to bed. But before you go to bed, please listen to us today. Yeah, back to your question. I think if you love somebody, you have to fight. You have to fight to keep that marriage, to keep the relationship. First of all, if it's based on love, all the promises, sometimes when you should look at all the good things, that not the bad ones, not what they are doing now, not what is playing up now, but just remember the good days and fight to keep it. And in fighting, you need to sometimes assess yourself, look into yourself. What have I even done myself? What's bringing? Is it from me? Have I done something wrong? Are there something that I didn't do before? Do I used to do this and I don't do it again? And why? So when you go inward and ask yourself those questions, and you see that really it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. It's both ways. It doesn't happen one day. Like somebody asked one question, somebody that read the book. I don't know how that woman read the book. The book is not big, but the woman read it in less than 2-3 days, finished, complete, and went back and started asking me questions. I said, no, wait for the lunch. I'm not going to answer this question. But she said, I said, but do somebody really need to stay there when he knows he's feeling pain? When you know the person is not really, the other person you are in the business, in the marriage with, is not there with you anymore, it's moved on. And I said I will not answer that. Wait for that. Maybe we'll leave that question for another time.
Wow, that's a powerful question.
So, in this very show, I will say that both sides have to fight for it to keep the relationship. That is when you start going for counseling. Some people, some men, some women in a marriage, they believe that they don't need any other third party to come in the middle of their own talk. They want to sort it out themselves. But we have professionals. We have people that do this every day. This is where they are trained. They are called coaches. They are called counselors. So they not all pastors can counsel. So let's not just get it wrong. Not all called pastors. Because they call a man of God or a woman of God pastor. It means he can sit in the seat of a counselor or coach. Not all. Because sometimes we all have our own little fire we are fighting in the private, that when you want to cancel somebody, you're not able to come out really, really honest because you have your own fire that you're quenching at home. So so not all, but people that are trained in this area, when they come into that seat, they actually wear the jacket, they undress themselves from all their own problems, all the things that they carry, the baggages they have, and they put on the coat or the suit of that office and counsel and coach you properly. So I will say, but if it's possible, both of you to seek for help. Seek for help. Pray together, seek for help. I've been sincere. Be sincere, because relationship don't break down one day. It takes a process. It takes long time before you get to the stage where one person will move out, or two people will just decide that we can't have it anymore. It's gone deeper than what you see. It started from somewhere. So it takes time. It doesn't just break down one day. So I would say fight Fight until when you can't fight anymore. When you can't fight
Wow.
anymore, then there's no need to stay there, especially if you're a young woman or young man. You fight, fight, fight. You fight for 50 years, and the person said he doesn't want you. And the person is
Mm,
outside there having kids, having children, enjoying his
mm.
life, and you are still fighting. Then you have to think. You have to think. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Then let it go and move on. Thank you.
Fight till you cannot fight anymore. I
Yeah.
love that. Ah, fight till. And of course, I had another question, but don't answer it. Fight till you cannot fight anymore. When do you know you can't fight anymore? What decides whether you can keep fighting or stop fighting? That maybe we'll take that into the launch as well. But that is a powerful question. And I love the question that lady asked. Should I just carry on when I'm in pain? And I remember doing that too, because I'm divorced. As am I going to stay here and be in pain and be in pain and be in pain? But if we focus on pain, that's what it is. And I love another thing you said, both of you go and get help. Go and get help. And the first thing you said was even more was lovelier. You said was the loveliest. You said if two people love each other, they won't want to go. And I thought, that is so beautiful. You won't want to leave each other.
Mm-hmm.
It is so true. Well, join us on the 5th of May. This is going to be an amazing launch. It's going to be a packed launch because we're going to squeeze a lot of juice into 1 hour because we don't want to keep you there talking. We want you to go and read the book
Yeah.
yourself and enter the story and be a part of it and feel all the emotion that Helen described in the book. And I'm sure you're wondering, break the nest. What does that have to do with what we've been talking about? You've got to read the book. And
Yes.
she might get into that in these short interviews.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Helen, for your
Thank you.
time. And I know this is going to help so many, especially women. It's
Mm.
going to help so many, many people.